Hey guys, it's Matthias with Nova Zembla Mining. We're here for the start of the season. I'll give you a quick look around what our plan is. Our little water pits are still here. This one didn't fill up much. All the snow's melted, but we got a lot of water in the mine just due to this little hump, so we're gonna make a little piss ditch, get the water flowing, and then we'll get some more. But all the snow's melted across the claim. Got access to the dumps, which I might detect a little bit today and do some panning. It's coming. Now it's probably gonna make a little pool here because there's a big old rock right there. Start digging deep.
Dude, she's freaking coming. Nice.
We'll get all these rocks out once the mine's dry.
Kind of like hope right now.
Yeah. And eventually we'll have to pull all this stuff out. Some bigger rock, and I can't do that with my back. I'll have to get the Sierra blaster for this one. Look how chunky boy that is, so we'll have to break that out. Oh, spraying me, dude.
Sorry.
What the heck? The root's holding it up?
Dude, once it overflows, you know, she'll start. There we go.
Alright, it's coming where I thought it would. Huh?
Did you put that rock there?
No, I might have tripped on it. Actually, I did trip on it. Oh yeah, here she comes! Woo!
Dude, she's draining fast, too.
Let's go! Gonna drain probably down here, get absorbed by all this. I doubt it's gonna hit the creek. And this is just the snow melt that gets in the mine. Usually like July, it's pretty dry in there, so. There you go.
Sorry, I don't want to hit you.
No, you're good. That's flowing pretty good.
I think it's good. For not having a pump or anything. You know?
Yeah.
You see everything moving, too.
Yeah. Get a closer look. So the mine's pretty flooded. I mean, it goes up to here on our boots, but there are some deeper spots than others. So we're gonna work on getting some vein material today, maybe leveling some of this out. And then once I get some more guys with me, we'll pull all this rock out. Come on, hit it with your purse.
I want to hit you, dude.
You're good. Oh yeah, it's coming.
Yeah?
A piece of it. If it drops in the water, we lose it.
Yeah, it's dropping in the water. As you said that. You need a bucket up here, actually.
Yeah, just pour that out. Water's still flowing pretty decent.
But that doesn't look good.
You need a different bucket? Alright guys, we decided to go in the mine. Here's the face we're working. Look at that. That's some previous workings I did. But we're gonna focus on this vein because it kind of goes from this edge to this little red line you see, and it kind of expands out. So it's about a foot or so. So we're gonna keep at it, get some assays done, and see where we're at. Oh yeah. Nothing beats hand tools, dude. That freaking Milwaukee is rough. Oh, it's almost there, dude. Keep hitting it. Close. You're close.
Chill. I'm dying right now, bro.
Yeah. Look at that pyrite. It's nice. On the dump a little bit on the spot I found that was giving us some good gold, and see what it pans like. This spot was giving us pretty good gold last time, so we'll see what it wants to give up now. Got a full pan. We're at our makeshift pond that I did last season. Show you guys how to pan this out. Get all the big rocks at the top. Claw at the dirt a little bit, declump it. And I'm just going to stratify. Take the big rocks off. And then stratify. Work it to the front. You want to shake it pretty violently to get all the gold down there, especially since it's hard rock gold and it's so fine. Low as I want to go with that. Tap it to get all the heavy stuff to the front. I like to swirl it. Wash the sands back. Tap to the front again. Swirl. One more tap in and then should be able to show you the gold. Some good gold in there. Actually, really good gold. Holy crap. See if I can show you guys. That's all gold right there. That is some really good gold for that spot right on the surface. So that pile up there, I'm assuming is guessing close to $500,000 or more in gold. Because that gold is just killer. Got more than 30. Probably more than 50. Alright, we got Dan the man up in my spot. Got gold fever after that last pan. Shovel all that. And that's just right on the surface, dude. Up there, behind, under that piece of wood, I dug about 4 feet down and got some decent gold out of it. You might want to start with like a 2 shovel pan.
That's getting tough.
There you go. That should be good. Dan on the pan. He's only panned like 2 other times before. So I'm gonna walk him through it. He probably already knows, but yeah. Why are you throwing them at me, dude?
I purposely did that shit too. Big boys.
Yeah, I need to bring up my classifier so we don't have to do that.
Also, the water's so fucking cold all the time, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Oh,
Too much.
don't do that. More water. And get those rocks off the top.
Big boys.
And then turn the pan to your riffles. Yep. And then you can pan out. Yep. Get it under the water. You want lots of water for this. And tilt. And then kind of go like this. Don't tilt up, just tilt and kind of push. More tiltage.
More tiltage?
Yep. So kind of like up to here.
Oh.
You kind of want it to be like a wave going in and out. Yep.
That was a little much.
All right, now get all stratify again and then get those rocks. You need to start watching some panning videos too so you can see them do it.
Yeah.
Because that's how I learned.
100%. Because they do it with ease now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, they don't even think about it.
All right, then stratify all the way to the front. And then you can do it a little harder than that. Yeah, there you go. Get that stuff coming off there. Yep.
Dude, I feel like this is going to be a good one.
And then stratify again. More water. Splash me.
Sorry. I'm gonna splash some.
More water. Yeah, you want to do it harder. You're tilting up. Yeah, there you go. Okay, then get some water in there and stratify. And then what I like to do when I'm kind of that low, I like to stratify it to the front. Yep. And then it'll make it easier to push all that stuff out. Yep.
Yeah. I see.
We can get those rocks out of there.
Keep your hand out of my phone.
Sorry. No cussing, dude. This is for
Oh,
YouTube.
shit, I forgot.
Chop, you literally just.
Dude, that's bad.
Yeah, and then.
Dude, it's feeling
More
good,
water.
bro.
Oh. And stratify to the front. Yep. And remember, more like this. There you go. You can do it harder. Too much tilt.
Too much?
Yep. So you kind of want to be like right here and just kind of like that. Like push in, pull back.
Mm-hmm.
Too deep.
Someone just landed on my face.
Tilt more.
That.
Yeah, that works.
I just want to see the gold already.
If you want to see the gold, I can do it.
You do it.
Here, take the
I'm all
camera.
cold. Oh, dude, these freaking mosquitoes, man.
Watch how I tilt. So I go in, out. Keep it all at the same height. Just forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards.
Forwards, backwards.
Let's see what we're working with. Lots of black sand. It's good news. Ooh, I already see gold. Might have gotten more gold than me, dude.
Because I'm the best.
Got some bigger gold, that's for sure. Dude, that's some killer gold. Alright,
Fucking mosquitoes, dude.
let's take a look at Dan's gold
Oh my god.
that I finished for him.
Okay. Let's get a good view of the sun.
Got a whole little band of it. And there's a nice sized piece somewhere in there. Oh, there it is. Right there. That's good gold. Maybe I'm panning too fast. Alright, now that we're back now, I have some ore samples I washed off. 2 different veins. But before I start, I want to go over some quick history about the mine. So a little history about the mine. It's the Nova Zembla claim in Colorado. And from historical reports, a common total for gold per ton was about 1 gram. Their average was 3 ounces per ton. And their highest in the historical reports was 9 ounces, sorry. But with the mine where it's at now, the portal you saw us go into, that was old workings from about 1930s, from what I can gather, is the last reports on that whole claim. So they were coming in straight, and then you hit that first vein that's about 1.5 to 2 inches maybe, and then it takes a right and goes towards the main vein that the old timers in the 1860s were working, where at the top of the hill you have a 175-foot shaft that eventually we would like to drain and get into, as all the other workings on the property are inaccessible. The portal that we're working in is the only accessible part. So our plan is this year, we're going to do some more testing, try to chase that 1 inch to 2 inch vein, see if that widens out. We're going to chase that vein that you really saw us chipping on, where we were getting the bigger chunks, the 1 foot, 1.5 foot vein. And then we're also going to continue the drift of the old timers from 1933 and continue to hit the main vein where the average width was about 3 feet. At the highest, it was about 10 feet wide. And in that vein, that's where they were hitting those 9 ounces per ton. And in the reports, it says the deeper you go, the better you get. But with this mine, it's refractory ore. There is still free gold on the property, but it's not as abundant as the sulfides have captured most of it. So there's still a little bit of free gold in there, but it's just going to be easier to process the refractory ore and get the good grades that we should be seeing. So I'll go over the ore now from the 2 separate veins we gathered, and we'll see what you guys think. So here's some pieces from that, I'd say that's about 1 inch or so vein. As you can see if I can focus this better, there we go. As you can see, there's lots of pyrite in this stuff. And from the historical records, this is where the free gold is. In this white, pale quartz with a lot of rust and pyrite in it. This is the main carrier of the free gold. So we got some more pieces of this. I'm going to be sending some of this stuff off for assay and see what we get. Since this is a vein I haven't noticed on the property before until today when my buddy pointed it out. But as you can see, pretty much a classic Colorado quartz vein with pyrite, iron, pocketing up here, and a little bit of sulfides leaching out of that. Here is the main vein we're going to be working, that 1.5 foot vein, and this is more of the high grade stuff. So on the left side of the vein, this is what we're getting. We're getting heavy sulfides, which a lot of the gold is locked up in. This stuff is running about 1.5 ounces per ton, which is the high grade. And then to the right of the vein, we're getting your more classic quartz vein type with the vugginess, where the pyrites have oxidized and left behind some gold. And here, parts of it, still lots of pyrite. This one was from mostly in the middle of the vein. And then these two were more from the left side of the vein. So still heavy sulfides. And as you can see, the sulfur leaching out. But heavy sulfides in this stuff. And I'm not too sure what this gray stuff is yet. I believe it might be some sort of silver, or maybe it's some sort of some other iron sulfide or something like that. But this stuff is what we're pulling out as of now. But I appreciate you guys watching, And I'm excited to do plenty more videos for you guys this summer. Also, I forgot to mention, on a couple of these, I am going to roast them. So maybe this one and this one, or that small one that I just put on my rock collection. Maybe I'll roast this one since it has some good, really good sulfide showings. And hopefully we can roast off that sulfur, and I'll just leave behind some iron and some gold showings. But this is the stuff I want to roast. I'm probably going to crush this white quartz and see how much free gold we'll get out of it, but I'll keep the pyrites as well to see how much gold we can get out of that stuff. Because this stuff still does have a reasonable amount of pyrite, but it's just not as much pyrite as some of this other stuff where it's almost all pyrite and not quartz. So thanks again. I'll keep you guys updated when I roast these and crush these. It'll probably be in a separate video since some of my equipment's down and I still have to get my kiln set together, but that should be here shortly.